Texas cuisine breaks boundaries and crosses borders.
It's a culinary art, feeding not only the body, but the spirit.
Infused with the diverse flavors of our southern neighborhood.
It is New Taste from Texas with Chef Stephan Pyles.
Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is one of the most celebrated holidays in all of Mexico. And as you'll see today, it's as much for the living as it is for the deceased. Hello, I'm Stephan Pyles. Today's menu starts with coco relleno, which is coconut stuffed with shellfish salad, a tinga de pollo, and a beverage that's Mexico's answer to our soft drink, atole. It's prepared today in 3 ways, one with pecans and vanilla, one with Mexican chocolate, then we're doing one with blackberries. We observe the festival from one of the most popular places, which is in and around the city of Pátzcuaro in the state of Michoacán. Here's more in today's movable feast. This ritual observed by candlelight in Tzintzuntzan Cemetery on the last day of October and the first days of November is sometimes described by those not born of this country as surreal and macabre. But for those of this country, it's a welcome catharsis, a mixed blessing of mixed emotions.
Para nosotros es en partes es tristeza, ¿verdad?
Well, for us, in part, there is sadness, because we don't have the loved one with us anymore.
Pero también es alegría, porque sabemos.
But there is also happiness, because we know this day he is here, present in spirit.
It's a sentiment shared by most, enlightening the spirit and nourishing body and soul. Food has always been an important part of the Mexican culture, and never more so than during Day of the Dead. Altars and graves are laden with favorite foods of the deceased, prepared by their families in hopes that the souls of their loved ones will return to partake in this feast that links life and death. Nunila Corral prepares a fish soup that was a favorite of her son, Jose Antonio.
Manteca.
She's joined by Albina Cornelio, who shares in the ritual of preparing another dish in her son's honor, carundas, a Michoacan classic. Stirring the cornmeal dough no doubt stirs emotions, for Albina lost her nephew in the same accident that killed Nunila's son.
Voy a lavar mientras las hojas se.
In life, brought together by death, they methodically roll the dough inside corn leaves, not corn husks, in pyramid-like shapes. The carundas are put into a pot and covered to steam. When finished, Nunila gives the first helping to her son, served at the altar that she keeps year-round in her home.
When a child dies, they make one kind of altar, and when an adult dies, they make another kind. But the most essential thing is that they all have the earthly and the celestial, because the celestial is when we think, well, it is what God wanted.
Adorned with mementos, traditional sugar skulls, and pan de muerto, it is here Nunila reflects on her son's life and her life without him. A few miles away, Lake Pátzcuaro's Janitzio Island also gives pause for reflection, at least from a distance. Once aground, winding through the streets where vendors offer the region's celebrated seafood, it's apparent the Day of the Dead observance here is more festive. Thousands jam Janitzio's soccer stadium for the ritual Dance of the Old People, symbolizing the fortitude, wisdom, and sense of humor of their elders. A few enjoyed their own unchoreographed, well, Dance of the Happy People. Then, in this land of the fishermen, the pescadores arrive with their nets shaped like butterflies. The crowds migrate to the water's edge for this spectral ceremony. Back in the tranquil cemetery of Tzintzuntzan, Nunila continues the bittersweet vigil for her son.
When I was there at the grave, at that moment looking at his picture and looking at the things he liked and ate, that made him come back to life again. Each person that read his name almost woke him up again.
Dia de los Muertos was one of the most moving experiences of our travels anywhere in Mexico. I'm Stephan Pyles wishing you spicy cooking and happy eating.